Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. As usual, we're going to start out with Raz Kids. And Raz Kids should always be your top priority. Now, everybody that's finished their assignments, I'm not going to put up a math or social studies assignment today. It's a catch-up day for those that need the extra time. If you're caught up on everything, I would spend time in Raz Kids and Imagine Math. All right, so find your name and type in the passcode LEAP, L-E-A-P. Go to My Assignment. Okay, let me find it here. All right, it's called My Uncle is a Firefighter. Okay, this format is a little different. Guess they changed the format. All right, so our goal for today, our learning target, is going to be the same as yesterday. Why did the author write this book? What does the author want us to learn from this book? All right, here we go. And by the end, I want you to be able to tell me if this book is fiction, that means not true, or nonfiction, it is true. All right, so we're going to talk about that at the end. My uncle is a firefighter. Now, I noticed that that's a real photograph. My name is Tilly, and my uncle is a firefighter. Today, I get to visit him at the fire station. And if you look at them underneath, their names are there, Tilly, Uncle Jason, and also a real photograph that gives us a hint as to what genre the book might be. Look at the picture, and under the picture is a caption. That's another important text feature. I'm going to read the caption. I shake hands with Captain Chuck Williams. He's been a firefighter for 31 years. Uncle Jason gives me a tour. Just like my house, the fire station has a kitchen, but different people use it on different days. That's because firefighters work long shifts. They're on one day, then off two. Next stop on the tour is Uncle Jason's bedroom. It has a television, couch, and bed. After sleeping, Uncle Jason puts fresh sheets on the bed for the next firefighter. So firefighters have long shifts, so they would be sleeping there, but that's not their house, okay? That's their workplace. So then he changes the sheets so the next person that's there that has to sleep there can sleep on that bed. Next, Uncle Jason shows me the day room. This is where the firefighters hang out after chores are done. The most exciting part of the fire station is the garage. 2 fire trucks are waiting, ready to go. Let's look at the photograph, and I see a caption. I learn how to use a fire hose. Uncle Jason usually drives the water truck. Its tank holds enough water to fill 48 bathtubs. They use the water in the truck whenever there's no fire hydrant nearby. How a hydrant works. All right, so look at the picture. The red thing in the grass is a fire hydrant, okay? And they connect the hose to that. And you can follow the hose. And what do you see coming out of the hose? Water. All right, I'm going to read it. Hooking up a fire hose to a fire hydrant is only the first step. The water then runs into the truck. The truck has pumps that help control the water's pressure. Once the water leaves the truck and flows into the second hose, the water is ready to do its job. Firefighters also, those little circles that you see in the yellow box, those are called bullets, and each bullet is going to be telling us something different, okay? So this is what firefighters do. Help people after a car crash, help a hiker who had a bad fall, help someone stung by a swarm of bees, help someone who's sick or injured. So they don't just put out fires, they also do other things. On the truck is everything that firefighters need, including a snake box. Since we live in the desert, the fire station gets calls from people with snakes in their yard. Let's read the caption. Uncle Jason shows me where the stow supplies on, I'm sorry, so small, where they stow supplies on the truck. In this case, the snake box is actually a snake bucket. If the snakes are dangerous, firefighters catch them. The snakes are locked safely in the box. They're let go later, far from any houses or businesses. Uncle Jason shows me a rattlesnake. It gives me the creeps, but it's cool too. I get to put on the gear that firefighters wear in a fire. There's a special coat, pants, a helmet, and an air tank. It's like wearing a winter coat in the summer day, heavy and hot. And there we see the little girl putting on all the gear. And we'll read the caption. How do I get out of this thing? Suddenly there's a call. It's a fire. Later, Uncle Jason tells me about the call. He carried pets out of a house while the other firefighters put out the fire. They saved the day. It's time for me to go home for dinner. The firefighters start cooking their dinner too. They're like one big family. So since they work all night long because they don't know when they're going to get a call, there's a kitchen, so they cook dinner. And that's why they have a day room. And back here is our glossary. And we've talked about this many times. When a word is in bold, that's a vocabulary word, and it will often be in the glossary. Let's just pick one. Let's do gear. And I'm going to read the definition. Gear, the equipment needed for an activity. Page 12. All right, so our goal was to identify the author's purpose. What did the author want us to learn about? Yes, the officer wanted us to get a tour of the firehouse and also to learn all of the things a firefighter does. And we also got to see the equipment. So I thought that was a very great informational book. So since it's informational and we saw captions and real photographs and we got true information, we know that this book is nonfiction. All right, next up is the quiz. What is another good title for this book? All right, so the title of the book is My Uncle is a Firefighter. So let's see what would be a good title for this. Tilly and Uncle Jason. B, Fighting Fires in the Desert. Or C, My Visit to the Fire Station. I wouldn't pick A, Tilly and Uncle Jason, because if you picked up the book, you wouldn't know that it's about firefighters and what they do. B, Fighting Fires in the Desert. That wasn't really what the whole book was about. They only touched on the desert about the snakes. So it has to be C, My Visit to the Fire Station, because most of the book was about the little girl touring the fire station. And we got to tour it along with her. Who is telling the story of My Uncle is a Firefighter? A, Tilly. B, Uncle Jason. C, a boy. Well, let's talk about how we can tell who's telling the story. So it starts out, my name is Tilly, and my uncle is a firefighter. Today, I get to visit him at the fire station. So the words my and I go with the person that's talking. And who is talking? Tilly. So it's all from Tilly's point of view. So we're going to pick A, Tilly. What happened right after Tilly tried on the fire gear? Let's go back in the story. We have to find the page where she's trying on the fire gear and then figure out what happened right after that. So here she is trying it on. And then she asks, how do I get out of this thing? And then there's a call for the fire. So let's see if any of those come up. A, she saw Uncle Jason's bedroom. No. B, the firefighters got a call. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. Let's just read C just in case. C, she had to go home to get dinner. We know it's B. Number 4, what do firefighters do? I want you to do this one on your own. Just remember, firefighters do many things. And number 5, when Uncle Jason gave Tilly a tour, so let's go to the glossary, and I'm going to read the word tour for you, and then you will figure out the answer. Glossary, here we go. Tour, it's at the bottom. A trip through a place to learn more about it. All right, so when Uncle Jason gave Tilly a tour, what did he do? A, took her on a trip through the fire station to learn more about it. B, taught her how to put out fires. Or C, showed her how to take care of desert animals. All right, boys and girls, I know you're going to do great. So your next stop is going to be to watch the social studies video. Like I said, it's a catch-up day, so I'm not going to give you another assignment. And then after that, watch the math video, and there won't be an assignment. But for those of you that are missing a lot of work, or you're missing assignments on Raz Kids, that's the time that you should be doing it. If you're all caught up, get on Imagine Math or education.com, and then enjoy your day. And I'll see you at 12:30 for our Fun Friday on Zoom. All right, bye for now.